Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kayla, and here we love to talk about all things luxury and high-end makeup and beauty. So today I have the new LANCôME Teint Idole Ultra Wear Hair and Glow Foundation. I have it in the shade 110C. I'm gonna be showing you the application of this product using both a brush and a sponge, as well as giving you my thoughts on it. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, then just keep watching. So on Sephora's website, it says it's the Teint Idole Ultra Wear Care and Glow Foundation with hyaluronic acid. It says it's an up to 24-hour transfer resistant healthy looking glow serum foundation with buildable medium coverage and SPF 27. That's a random number. Plus hyaluronic and mandelic acids to hydrate and smooth skin for a natural looking glowy finish. The coverage is medium, the finish is natural, and obviously it's a liquid. So it comes, as LANCôME foundations always do, in this beautiful glass bottle. It has this white plastic kind of cap, a pump applicator, and it does say to shake really well before you use it. So it comes out in these pretty decent sized pumps. I used this yesterday and I found that I only needed like maybe a pump and a half. It's a pretty thick formula, so you see when I tilt my hand, it doesn't really run down my hand or anything. It does have a scent, okay? I don't know if it smells like the Teint Idole Ultra Wear, the matte one. I used that one like ages ago, but it was a little bit too matte for me. But I can't remember for the life of me if that one has a scent. This one, it just smells like skincare, honestly. It's not floral, it's not chemically, it just smells like skincare, and it doesn't bother me, but it is, I will say, it is a little bit strong. Not the strongest scent in a foundation that I've ever smelled, but it's there, okay? I wore it yesterday though, and it didn't bother me. It faded pretty quickly. I could just smell it when I first put it on. So as always, when I'm doing a foundation review, I'm gonna apply it to one side of my face with a brush and the other side with a beauty blender. So we're gonna do this side with a brush, and I'm gonna use my BK Beauty number 101 brush. This is the travel size, but the brush is still, the handle's shorter, but the brush is still the same as the regular 101. And in using this yesterday, I found you really don't need a lot to get that full-on medium coverage. So let's go ahead and apply it to this side with the brush. I think I forgot to mention, I don't have anything on my face other than my skincare. So serum, moisturizer, and SPF. I didn't put any kind of primer on or anything like that, just so that we can really see how this does. And that's what I did yesterday when I wore it to work too. And I have thoughts. All right, so there it is applied to this side of my face with a brush. As you can see with that little amount, it is, I mean, I'd say it's a light leaning medium coverage. But as you can see, let me come in a little bit. So here's the side with the foundation applied with a brush. And then here's the side without anything. It's not glowy in the sense that it's like a juicy glow. It's glowy, but I find, and in wearing it yesterday, I find that it is more blurring than it is glowy. Does it look natural? Yes. Is it glowy or dewy? I guess it doesn't say it's dewy, but is it glowy in the sense of, say, like the Kosas Revealer foundation or some of the other foundations that I love? No. It gives a glow, but it's more blurring than glowy. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side just so that we can see how it builds up with a brush. I do want a little bit more coverage today. So now I'm just taking it and kind of patting it rather than swiping it like I did last time to add a little bit more coverage in those areas where I want it. See how pretty that built up? It's definitely, when you add that amount, a medium coverage. My blemishes still peek through a little bit, but not too much. And I really hope it's picking up on camera. It's glowy. There's no shimmer or any kind of like glow particles in it or anything like that, but my skin still does look glowy while being blurred. I hope it's picking up on camera. So one more time, here it is with the brush. And then here's my skin without anything. So this is definitely first impressions applying it with a beauty blender, because yesterday I applied it with a brush. So let's see how this does. All right, so it's still applied pretty quickly and pretty easily with the beauty blender, but I do find that using the beauty blender made it cling to my dry patches a little bit more, and it caused a little bit of pilling. So I had a little bit of a dry patch right here from a blemish that I had, and it might pick up on camera, but like right here, it did something kind of weird, like settling into those dry patches. It's still applied beautifully, I guess, if you have, or if you enjoy using a beauty blender, but just in that little bit, I think I like the brush side better. So let's build it up just a little for the sake of continuity. Okay, yeah, so I think that if you're a brush person, it works beautifully with a brush. If you're a beauty blender person, it works beautifully with a beauty blender. That was really hard to say, but I personally like the brush side better. So let's take a closer look. Here's the beauty blender side. And then here is the brush side. And I use the full pump and a half. And I mean, I feel like I pretty much got a straight up medium coverage using both of these. I really hope that it's picking up on camera, but this is not a glowy per se foundation. When I think of glowy, I think, like I said, of like the Kosas. I guess when I think of glowy, I think of kind of dewy as well and like juicy. This is not that. It's kind of like a glowy-ish, blurring, semi-matte satin kind of coverage, if that makes any sense. I hope it's picking up on camera. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. That just popped into my head. I had been thinking, like, what does this remind me of? This is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. I did a full review of that one. I'll link it down below. It's glowy, but not dewy, satin, but not matte, and it's extremely blurring. So I'm gonna finish up my face and I will be back with my final thoughts. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. I used cream products on top because yesterday I used powder and those wore really, really well. I used cream bronzer, cream blush. Obviously, I added concealer. But overall, as you can see, it's pretty satin. It's not glowy in the sense that I would think of as glowy, but I feel like my skin looks flawless. Like it's blurred. Pretty much all of my imperfections are covered up. And I will say, in wearing this yesterday, so I wore it to work, and I go walk on my lunch break. I walk a mile, and it's really, really, really hot and humid in Louisiana right now. I know I'm pretty much saying that in all of my videos lately, but at the end of the day, when I got home, so I put it on around, say 7 a.m. and I took it off around 7 p.m. So a good 12 hours, and it still looked really, really beautiful. The only place where I found it had a little bit of wear and tear is like on my lip. But for some reason right now, y'all, I don't know why, but my lips are so dry. So I think it may be attributed to that. But overall, like, it pretty much still looked the same. Like, it hadn't settled into any of my lines. Nothing. It looked flawless. So overall, if this doesn't break me out, I am like really, really impressed with this foundation. It's not as glowy as you'd think it would be. So if you're thinking that it's going to be really glowy or really dewy or juicy, this is not it at all. Like, no, it's not, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer with a little bit more coverage, as well as one of my favorites, the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydro Rescue Futurist Foundation. I'll pop a picture of it right here. It's kind of similar to that in how it wears. So overall, I really love it. I will continue to update y'all on it, let you know if it breaks me out, if I continue loving it. So let me know in the comment section down below if you pick this foundation up. If so, do you like it? And as always, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of our little fam here on YouTube. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, it's at beautybykaylak. I'd love to see you over there too. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.